Welcome back. This is Seewing Yi, and today I'm going to talk about how new home sales, how are the nation's builders could at least temporarily save the housing market spiral. What I mean by that, stay tuned and watch this video. For this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm trying to obtain more subscribers. I'm way behind schedule. So hopefully I'm providing you with great contents on a weekly basis. Without further ado, I'm going to share this article, and the headline is New Home Sales Defy Recession Course. What I mean by that? It means that, okay, I'm not going to get too technical. If builders are able to ramp up and provide more new homes into the housing market to offset the very low supply of home inventory, as most homeowners right now, they are locked in on their historical low mortgage rate. A majority of the homeowners right now have a mortgage rate of 4% or lower, and they're not going to do any changes because of the current 0.9% mortgage rate, as reported by the Mortgage News Daily on today, 29 June 2023. Not only builders and their ability to supply new homes into the marketplace can positively affect the housing market, even able to the new construction industry are able potentially to avoid a recession if has that. So they are very significant player in this current challenging housing marketplace. So without further ado, let's go over this article. So we have two congruents. We have new home sales. Again, when I say new home sales or new construction, builders are supplying completed, ready to go homes out there. New home sales up 20% over year, and existing home sales, existing home sales are down 20% year over year, which is very hard. This is something that we don't see very often. This very contrarian metrics. One group has the advantage, which are the builders here, while the other doesn't, which are the resale market. The new home sales market is minuscule versus the existing one, and the builders sell their homes like a commodity. Again, the new home sales are currently the homeowners that are owning their homes. They are very emotional. They have the ability to control their emotions. They decide to not to sell, they're not going to do it. So it's not about making money. It's about making profit. So there's a reason for a current homeowner to sell for whatever reason. They're not going to do it. Whereas builders, they are not emotional. They have a bottom line. They have a balance sheet and profit margin they have to address. So it's not about emotions. It's about making money bottom line. I've shown you what I mean by that as we continue with this presentation. One more thing, this is right here, the new home sales market is minuscule. In this totality, let's say right now, year to date, there are like 600,000 homes for sale that are projected. Only a small portion are new home construction, new home sales. Very minuscule. Minuscule means what? Maybe 5 to 10% of the overall supply of inventory comes from new construction. Don't quote me. I will do more data. But yeah, when this article says new home construction is minuscule compared to the overall supply of inventory. So this means that the homeowners that are sitting on their low mortgages, they comprise the majority of the supplied or inventories out there in the marketplace. And right now they're not bulging. They're sitting, the mortgage not going to move because a move-up buyer had to get rid of their 3% mortgage, for example, to get a 7% mortgage, which is essentially more than double their monthly mortgage payment. In addition, that the move-up purchase costs more than the home that have already. So that's a big challenge as well. So Here it is. Last year, the theme was new home sales are historically low, and the builders know how to move products when needed. This means the builders, they know when to cut prices, when to buy down the rates for buyers, and do whatever it takes because they are in the business to make money. They have no emotional ties to houses, and they don't need to sell a home to buy another one, just like a regular home seller, resale home seller do. So they are effective. The builders, they are effective sellers and don't want to create a backlog of competing units for sale because that would ruin their business model. So what I'm trying to say is the builders, they'll only build enough homes to meet the current demand. They are not going to overbuild because it happens back in the last real estate crisis back in 2008. They overbuilt and many of the builders back then went belly up. That's one of the reasons why the real estate crash occurred is one time historic real estate crash in 2008, which is an anomaly. So the builders learned their lesson. They're always going to build enough just to satisfy the current demand. So it's a temporary fix as far as I'm concerned. All right. So I just want to make that clear distinction. So the bigger story is the builders' biggest competition isn't other builders. It is the number of existing homes on the market. So the builders, in essence, they are comparing what are the supply of inventory out there so they can make up the difference. The builders, they're not competing like each other. They're doing very well. As a matter of fact, up to this point, do you know who are the winners in this housing market environment? The winners are the builders. They could ramp up. They have a good profit margin. They are getting more land to build. They're getting permits. They're getting foundation built. So they're watching the market. They are number crunchers. Yeah, they're doing in a good shape. Their balance sheet is doing very well. But it's still a lot challenging, right? Although the lumber prices have decreased gradually over the past years. Of course, you heard what happened back in 2021 when the lumber prices skyrocketed and all that. But so the builders are in very good shape, have a very good balance sheet, but the still challenges are still lack of construction workers, still the logistical supply of using the materials to build the homes are still or not at full efficiency. Again, so for real estate investors and home buyers out there, this past 6 months, you're getting so much builder incentive, closing costs, assistance, and rate buy down. So the builders are they're going all out to 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 give us so much incentives for new home buyers and investors that want to buy these new construction homes. Like our investors have been buying particularly new construction homes in very affordable markets because there's so much incentive. Buy down the mortgage rate all the way down to 4.99% for investors. The investors that we work with select builders, which is amazing. So why deal with a 7% mortgage rate for owner occupied buyers and for investors on a traditional basis? You have to pay around 7.5% to get a rate to get investor home loan rate where you can use a builder, get connected to a builder, a select builder that we have within our network that would provide you a straight out mortgage rate of a 30-year fixed rate of 4.99% on an investment loan, which is amazing. You can cash flow a lot better. Anyway, I deviate just a little bit for anybody or investors who want to take advantage of these great opportunities with a builder type of homes to buy. Anyway, getting back to this, in 2007, at the peak of the financial crisis, new home sales had more than 4 million. No, I'm sorry, there were total of 4 million active listings, entire market, resales and new constructions. At that time, which was too much supply for the builders to compete effectively. Now, today, the total number of active listings, according to National Association of Realtors, is only around 1 million. Wow, that's a very huge disparity. Another reason why today's housing environment, we're not going to see a housing crash. The numbers and the trends does not translate to a housing crash. I can talk about that a number of times recently. Anyway, because of lack of supply in all aspects. And that number is down year over year. It's getting worse. Supply of total inventory, resales, and new constructions was only at 1 million according to NAR, and the number is down year over year. So trend is not been good, as you can see right here, right? Ever since the market crash in 2008, the new constructions and resales has been steadily going down. So you have to understand the long-term historical supply inventory trends. See, right now we're right here, 2023. So therefore, this low supply of inventory environment and pent-up demand will continue to persist. It's not that simple. The builders they're not going to they're offsetting supply of new homes to offset the lack of resale homes. It's not going to happen overnight. So do not expect the supply to change drastically this year or the next year for that matter. So that's what's happening. Economics 101, when pent-up demand exceeds supply, then home prices will go up, as we have seen this past year as we going through this, as we ended the second quarter of 2023. So builders and new homes are doing better, which is very good positive signs. And even though the higher mortgage rates, and now we have low active listings. So this is a disturbing trend. So let's look at the builder's inventory. Now, the number I'm going to show you is a little bit different. So I wish we understand what I'm trying to say. For sale inventory and months of supply, for seasonally adjusted estimate of new houses for sale at the end of May 2023 was 428,000. And however, this supply of 6.7 months applies to new construction only. Okay. I'm not talking about resale homes. The resale home inventory nationwide is at 2.3% of supply inventory, according to this thing. This is an overall housing market. But this paragraph, I'm only referred to new construction type of supply and the months of supply. Okay, bear with me. I'll clarify that hopefully. The building industry, they look at these metrics. This month's supply of new homes, the benchmark, the current level right now is the benchmark 6.7 months of new construction from the builder only. All right. I just want to make a distinction. Housing permits will follow since this data line improves as the new home sales keep growing. The model below has been the bread and butter for years. When new home sales supply is around 4.3% and below, this is an excellent market for builders. When supply is 4.4 to 6.4 months, it's just an okay market for the builder. They will build as long as new home sales are growing. When supply is 6.5 months and above, the builders will pull back on construction. As you can see right here, the benchmark right now is 6.7 months. So applies to right here. Builders may pull back on construction as we speak. All right. 1 months supply of homes are completed and ready for sale around 69,000. Again, new home sales from the builders are still minuscule compared to the overall supply of housing market right now. 4.1 months of supply of homes that are still under construction, about 279,000, and 1.6 months of supply or homes that haven't started yet, about 100,000 homes. This means this category 100,000 homes, they are essentially permits. They are lots. It'll take several years, most likely, between 1 to 2 years for the foundation to be built and slowly the construction occur on these 100,000 houses. And these 259,000 homes are still under construction. Hopefully, for the next year or slightly more, the latter beginning of 2024, when the majority of these under construction homes will hit the marketplace. Clear? And right now, the completed homes ready to sell is 69,000. So if the homes are right now, according to Redfin and even Alto's research, is around 500,000. Just do the math. 69,000 available new homes compared to a full row around 500 homes that are being sold. So you could essentially calculate that new home sales currently is a mere around 10% of the total supply of homes sold year to date. Okay, don't quote me. I don't have the exact numbers. Does it make sense? I'm giving you some high level numbers, right? So well, these are the three categories. All right. And home builder confidence index, it has been down last year because of the skyrocketing mortgage rate, and the demand has decreased substantially on the second half of 2022, as we all know. And now, ever since the beginning of this year, 2023, the home builder confidence index has shot up to almost 60. So anyway, so it's important if the home builders confidence index is higher, they will ramp up production of new homes to make up offset of the historically low supply or resale homes in the marketplace. As we conclude this video, the builder's confidence level and combined with a 10-year yield, because these two are essential for housing. The 10-year treasury bond yield pretty much determines the direction of the mortgage interest rate, not necessarily the Federal Reserve increasing the rate hike, all these kind of things. Just another clarification. So far, the report is positive news for the U.S. and the best way to deal with inflation is always with supply, not demand destruction. It's the supply. When you have more supply of homes inventory coming to the marketplace, it's one of the reasons inflation can be reduced. As the Federal Reserve, they want to reduce inflation down to 2% for they will raise it more rate hike. So that's the goal of the Federal Reserve, to reduce inflation by 2%, and builders have the ability to decrease inflation. The trending of inflation decrease is going pretty well. For that reason, the 10-year treasury also are expected to trend down for the remainder of this year. I'm potentially predicting, no one had a crystal ball, that the mortgage rate right now is 6.9, still very elevated. It could be reduced by toward the end of this year into 6.5%. That's my prediction. So let's piggyback to this video from June 2023. We'll determine the actual occurrence for the end of this year to see whether my crystal ball is correct or not. So my takeaway is for this thing is, yeah, although there's some positive signs, that the building construction industry is a big player to determine the health of the housing market. And so we'll remain to be seen how it's going to happen. So anyway, if you see value on this presentation, please smash the like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And and of course, please visit my website below, put your email on there, so become a member of a real estate investment organization. My free member, you will receive a lot of great freedom information about real estate investing. All right. So you can be part of our real estate investing community, learn a lot of things, and our community will help people from all over the country, my organization, to potentially buy properties within our network in various markets, the Northwest and South and Southeast, cash flow, low cost mortgage, you can cash flow. You have some great builder incentive. You can lower the mortgage rate for investors, like I said, down to amazing 4.99% in select markets, select new builders will have, especially in Florida and Texas. So anyway, subscribe and email to my website, and you will see some great contents about how to become a successful real estate investor. Thank you so much for watching. This is Seewing. You have a nice day. I'll see you on the next video shortly. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.